Three-game series between Waubonsie and Oswego East. The Warriors beat the Wolves in state last year for third place by only 52 pins. Oswego East took fourth. Their number one bowler, Giselle Post, out-resting a hand injury. Future Valparaiso bowler, Mariana Guerreri, with 6 strikes in a row in Game 1, also known as a six-pack. 241 in Game 1, tops for Waubonsie. 10th frame battle between Waubonsie's Charlie Barbary and Oswego East's Trisha Thornton. Form on your left, the latter on your right, both with strikes. In the fill shot, same story here, strikes for each. That takes us to the bonus ball. Barbary can't quite curl it in enough and leaves 5. Thornton just barely gets her 4th strike in a row. In fact, she had 8 strikes in Game 1, 239 to 207 over Barbary. But Waubonsie ahead after 1, 1061 to 982. In Game 2, Barbary in her second frame. Watch this fancy spare, a 310 pickup with a 9-pin sleeper, 214 in Game 2. But that second game belonged to Guerreri, however, a 6-pin spare in the first frame, but it's nothing but strikes up to this point in the 8th frame. And she gets another one, 7 in a row. But could she get an 8th? What do you think? 8 in a row, a 257 in Game 2. She gets over 700 in the series for the first time, 701 on the night. But Oswego goes ahead in Game 3. In her 9th frame, Thornton with another strike, 5th in a row, on her way to a 244 game. The Wolves' Taylor Delano gets a Yahtzee of her own here in the 9th frame, her 8th strike in Game 3. Her teammate Kaylee Kopax had the highest one-game total of 266. At the end of the night, it comes down to only 1 pin in Oswego East's favor. Wolves take it 31-39, 31-38.
We worked hard so far this whole season about trying to keep ourselves up, forgetting about the last frame and going to the next one. So when you get beat the first 2 games like we did, I mean, they came out and they bowled awesome. Waubonsie is an outstanding team. They're going to be outstanding all year round. They came out, they bowled well, end up being 1 pin difference.
For sure, every pin counts, but that happens. You know, the more important thing with those kind of pins is when you leave a split to make sure that you pick up what's called the big end of the split. And they pretty much did that all day. So, you know, a spare, we win. That's why you keep working on spares. We work on spares every single day because it's about the spares, not the strikes. And it's a traditional match between us and Oswego East. And the girls look sharp. You know, we won 2 of the games, even though we lost series overall by 1 pin. I was pleased with how well they were executing.
This year is a little bit tighter knit than what we've had in the past as far as a good, solid 6 girls that really want to support each other and back each other up. To shoot a 3100, 3139 in the first meet out of the season it's impressive because you know you're always going to have nerves and jitters and be a little excited. And it's tough. You shoot 3100. You covered your spares, you threw a good first ball, things of that nature. So I mean, it's very impressive to throw a 31 out the bat. Ultimately, in the whole scheme of things, it's a dual meet in November. You know, we're more worried about how we finish up in January.
Green Bay Packers, if you will, or we're their Green Bay Packers. So, you know, there was some extra energy for sure. You know, and both teams really did a fine job. I thought all the girls did really well. I was proud of all of them on both teams.
There was definitely extra motivation just because they were one of the top 4 teams from state. I know definitely that we are going to try to get that motivation to keep going during the tournaments when we see Andrew and Manuka, definitely.
We enjoy bowling against them because we know that they're outstanding, they're a good team, and it brings the best out of us as well. We have to have our A game. So from this past weekend, we beat the Andrews, who won the state title last year. In the morning of our past weekend tournament, beat Manuka in the afternoon, who took 2nd, and now we just beat Waubonsie, who took 3rd. So it's putting us in a good, not comfortable, but we're a little more confidence in where we're at.
It was more of, I can't believe this is like happening. I just couldn't believe that I was shooting so many in a row. Like, this is the most I've shot in a row. This is the most I've shot since it was my first 700. It's a great feeling. I'm hoping to keep it up this season. I'm approaching it with more confidence because last year it was our first year actually doing so well. And so the fact that we did so well last year helped with the confidence this year. And so I'm really looking forward to this season because of how well we did last year and how well we will hopefully be this year.